right. So here we are. We're live, everybody. We're live. It's me, Insight, your boy, and Grade A Picks. How's your day today, Grade A Picks?
Pretty good. It's Thursday, so always good. Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, I was real busy today. I got to do my little show earlier. Shout out to my boy Cage My IQ shirt, but I got to do my little show after work. Then I had to go hang a TV for my mom and set up her surround sound. So running around crazy, but got the Chinese food in, got the picks ready, and ready to go. Right? Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, so I'm going to add our slides here. I'm going to make it bigger. If I see somebody in the chat room, I'll try to get them, but if not, it's all good. So obviously we have Whitaker and Asani and Lewis and Tuviasa as the main events. There's our poster right there, UFC 271. Pretty exciting, right?
Should be a good one, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Did you hear Tuivasa said he would drink a shoey out of Lewis's cup?
Ooh, that's something nobody wants to see.
That's weird.
That is weird.
I got my dogs barking. All right, let me hit the next slide here. All right, so we're gonna go real quick through these undercard fights. So this one, I like this one. This one cracks me up because Jeremiah Wells versus Mike Mathia. This dude's age is unknown, by the way. I try to look it up. Blood Diamond. There's no age for this guy. So I went with him off that. I like that. It reminds me of a dude from Bloodsport. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
Like I put a little graphic up there. Age unknown. He's 3-0. He's from Australia and New Zealand, but both places, I guess, right? That's like me being from U.S. and Canada, I guess, right?
Yeah, like the missing link, man. Parts unknown. He comes from. No.
Right.
Age unknown.
Parts unknown. Birthday unknown. Nobody knows. So anyway, he's the reach is pretty even. The line goes towards Wells, but I'm going Mike. So what do you got? I'm gonna mute myself because these dogs. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Wells because he got a little bit of everything. He got the grappling, he got 100% takedown defense, and he also is a striker. So and submission. So he got a little bit of everything. So that's why I'm kind of leaning on him.
All right, that's cool. So again, I just went and I like Philly fighters. I've always liked Philly fighters, but I went with the parts unknown. I thought that was just intriguing.
So. Yeah, he was looking for a sponsor on Instagram. I was like, I hit him up, but he never got back to me.
Who, Mike?
No, Jeremiah Wells.
Oh, really? All right. Well, there it is. All right, let's get to the next one. We'll be quick with these. Douglas Silva Andrade versus Sergio Marazzoff. So Marazzoff's a moderate favorite. He's a Kazakhstan fighter. They're always pretty tough, I guess, right? Versus Brazilian, who's a plus 175. The Brazilian has a last five, win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one. So he's supposed to lose one. So I got Marazzoff by decision. You?
Yeah, Marazzoff as well. Those guys are no joke from Kazakhstan.
Next. All right, so we got Jacob Melcoon versus AJ Dobson. So Dobson is 6-0. He's from Ohio, 30 years old. The other guy is the underdog is younger. He's 26. 4-inch reach advantage for Dobson. I have Dobson by first round submission. What do you got?
I got Dobson as well. I'm going with him.
Okay, easy one. Next one. Carlos Ulberg versus Fabio Charant. Ulberg is a minus 195 favorite. Another New Zealand guy. Again, I guess they're bringing him in because of Robert Whitaker, right?
Right.
Light heavyweights here. Charant is lost 2 in a row. Ulberg's lost one, his last one. So I went Ulberg by KO. What do you got?
I got Ulberg as well because every time I've seen Fabio Charant, he fails. He disappoints. So
there you go. All right, let's see what we got next. We're going quick. All right, this guy was all pissed off, Hernandez, that he wasn't on the main card. He was mad about this. So again, you win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one. I'm not sure why you think you deserve to be on the pay-per-view, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure why he thinks that he should be on there. He's 13-4. I think he was a pretty decent prospect before these losses. The other guy lost, win. And Hernandez is a plus 145 underdog. I went Hernandez though. What do you got?
I'm going Hernandez too. I think it could go either one way. He either impresses, gets like a first round, mid-second round knockout, or he gets iced.
Exactly. So, I mean, if you're going to talk about not being on the main card, my point, you better win.
Right.
Like, if he loses this fight, like, come on, bro. You're like a clown, you know?
Yeah, you got to come in there decisively, like just go in there with a kill-all attitude. Finish.
I mean, he's still under 30, so there's still time here.
Right.
All right, next one. We got Ronnie Lawrence versus Manya Martinez. So Lawrence is a minus 300 favorite from Tennessee, 29 years old. Reach is even. And then on the other side, you got Manya Martinez. He's won 3 in a row. He's 9-2. He's a plus 230 from Texas. He's only 25. So he's fighting at home, I guess, right?
Right.
I went Lawrence by decision. What do you got?
I got Lawrence as well.
Okay. We're agreeing a lot here, right? Do we have one disagreement so far?
Yeah, I think just one disagreement.
All right. Oh, hopefully we're on.
Hopefully we're on. We both see it the same way.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see if we continue. All right. We got William Knight. This guy's jacked. He's looks like a dude you wouldn't want to see on the streets.
Who is that one guy? He reminds me of a younger Kimbo Slice.
This guy.
Yeah.
I believe this dude is jacked. He's jacked. Like a bodybuilder. Versus Maxim Grishin. So Grishin is 31-9. So he's been around a while. He's Russian. He's 37. He doesn't look that old in this picture, but whatever. And then Knight is 11-2. 4 of his last 5 from Connecticut. He's 33. So again, kind of like a Kimbo Slice. He's not young, right? Reach advantage goes to the Russian. I'm going Knight, and I put decision, but I did these picks Monday, and this is before I really took a look at this guy a bit, how big he was. So I mean, decision. We'll see if he can go that far with that kind of muscle. But that's what I got. What do you got?
I got Knight. This is one we'll disagree.
I picked Knight. I picked Knight.
Oh, you did go. Okay. All right. Yeah, I got Knight too.
No disagreements. None. Any reason, or you just got it?
I like his power, and I saw what's his name, Grisham, the last time, and I wasn't too impressed the last fight. I forget who he fought, but I remember the name. I think I might have picked him, and he lost, so I'm going with Knight. Yeah,
I got Knight too. Hope he wins out. You always root for a dude like looking like Kimbo, right?
Exactly.
Kimbo's birthday just passed. Rest his soul too, Kimbo. All right. Oh, wait. Maybe this was the guy who was pissed off he wasn't on the main card. Excuse me. It wasn't Hernandez. It was Alex Perez. My fault, everybody. My fault. Alex Perez was the guy who was pissed off. He was not on the main card. This guy is heated. Sorry, Alex Hernandez. Perez. So he's 24-6. This was the guy who was the prospect. But again, coming off a loss. Had 1-3 in a row, lost before that. He's a minus 400. He's, again, 29 years old. So Hernandez and Perez, very similar, by the way. I'm looking at this. He's fighting Matt Schnell, who's been around as well. He's 15-6. He's 1-2 in his last 3. I have Perez by decision. What do you got?
I got Schnell. I'm going with the under.
Ooh, yeah.
I just have a feeling, nothing, concrete, but I think the veteran kind of gets a hold of him and, schools him a little bit.
Grinds him out. Now, again, this will be the guy who looks silly because he's the one who's talking shit about not being on the main card. Again, 24-6, good record, heavy favorite, but, I don't need him on the main card, Although Roxanne's on the main card, right?
Yeah. Well, that's because of Casey.
Yeah, okay. All right. No, she's not on the main card. This is actually a preliminary fight too. I'm sorry. But the order is maybe he thinks he should be ahead of her. I'm cool with that. She looks like she could be working at the, in the cafeteria at a school, but
exactly. Or a bus driver.
So we got
Come on, kids, get on the bus.
We got Roxanne Modafferi, last fight allegedly, versus Casey O'Neill. Who looks like Casey Anthony a little bit. There's some tweets going on. Got that crazy eyes a little bit. She's 8-0, Casey O'Neill. She's only 24. She's from Australia, so down under. Roxanne is a plus 280 underdog, but she's always the underdog, right? I mean, has there been a fight where she wasn't the underdog?
I don't think so.
Ever? I don't think so either. She's 39. She looks it. She's 2-5 in her last 2 and 3 in her last 5, excuse me. Going against undefeated Lion. I got O'Neal, but I don't think she finishes her because Roxanne is hard to finish. But we'll see what she's got left. If when you say you've retired, you're gonna retire. Sometimes you've already retired. So we'll see if she has the fortitude to go through the line, to fight the whole fight. So what do you got?
I got O'Neal with a finish. She's just nasty. I love watching her fight. She gives you with the elbows. I love elbows. They just slice you open. And she's just nasty. I love it.
Yes.
Just, at her last fight, it was pretty good. She got herself into a little trouble, but she just powered through it and then just finished.
Yeah. All right. So you think it's going to be a finish. All right. Next. All right. So we're on the main card here. That's why it's yellow. See how I color coded that? Picks.
There you go.
See what I do? So you got Andrade Orlowski. So I started looking at this. I'm like, shit. He was 4-1 in his last 5. Like what? He's older than me. He's younger than you. Okay, but he's older than me. So he's actually a favorite over Jared Vandera. So I'm gonna go Orlowski. I mean, look, I know he looked bad versus the young guy Espina, whatever, but that guy's an up and comer, pretty decent young kid. I think that was who he fought. But other than that, versus like the next tier, and this guy is 1-2 in his last 3. Orlowski usually gets it done. Now that being said, at 43, sometimes it just ends for guys in MMA. Like you might have looked good last fight, but you are no longer good. Which I think will happen to Ben Rothwell. Actually, we'll get to him later, not today, but next time. So I got Orlowski. What do you got?
I'm going with Jared Vandera.
All right.
I just, I like you said, I think when your time is up, you're 43, and there's always going to be that fight where it just goes away from you.
Yeah.
Just you're just a little slower, and I think Jared gets it done. Yeah,
and Orlowski had chin problems before. Usually your chin doesn't fix itself, which is crazy. And I think his last time he was knocked out was that last loss was a body shot, I believe. But it's hard. Like the heavyweights like Overeem too. Like I feel like his chin is like been worse at times, and the heavyweights sometimes I don't know if they just don't get hit the same way or how they recover. But like Cerrone's, Weidman's, like Edgar's, like when their chins are gone, Liddell, like their chin doesn't come back. Like I don't
look
know.
at Woodley too.
Woodley, like their chins don't come back. So like I feel like Arlovski's chin kind of did, which is weird,
Right.
But anyway, so we disagree there again. So that's a couple. We got disagreements next. Let's see what we got next here. So we got fake. What's his name? Nat Hassarat looks just like. What's his name? The guy who was always high. He got heel hooked by Hermanson. What the hell's his name? You know what I'm talking about, right?
I think I know who you're talking about, but I can't.
Why is my brain not working on this? Anyway, I'll get to that in a second. He's fighting Bobby Green. Now, Bobby Green is like an OG. He's like just like real truth-telling kind of dude. Like he's like, I like him a lot, just like how he fights. And it's funny, he's 3-2 in his last 5. He always fights like pretty good guys. I'm surprised he's favored here though, because Hassarat was a big time prospect right before, he's got a couple losses. He's only 26. And that's why he does remind me of, here we go, ready? Kelvin Gastelum. He looks just like Gastelum.
Yes.
My brain would not work there. And Gastelum, I think it was, similar prospect where he was such a prospect and then took a couple L's and then the UFC doesn't see him like that. So they got him in there. Bobby Green is 35. Bobby's a man now. Like he's not easy out for anybody. Look at his face in that picture, man. He's just like a G.
Mm-hmm.
So I got Green, but what do you got?
I got, for that plus, I think he was like, when I got it on DraftKings, plus 135, I'm going with Hassarat. I think he's just going to grind it out, maybe use a little wrestling against him, take it to the ground and ride him out.
Yeah. So on the other side, I just think like does Nasrat, what does he want this? And Bobby's gonna test him. If he wins, Nasrat wants it because Bobby's a pro's pro. But Bobby's always in there. He's a pro. You know what I mean? Like, he reminds me
always
of
ready.
Reminds me of Michael Johnson a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, like you know, you want to test somebody, put him up there versus him. You know. So I got green though. So we disagree there. A lot of main card disagreements. Now we got Kyler Phillips versus Marcelo Rojo. I'm not a big Kyler Phillips guy. You know, look at him in the picture. He's looking like get me to the Greek over here. You know, 9-2 from Phoenix. He's 26 as well. Versus Marcelo Rojo. You know, I think, you know, Rojo is, 2-3, 3-2 in his last 5. I'm not really psyched that this is even on the main card, to be honest. I know people like Phillips. I'm not really super psyched about him. So, but I got Phillips' decision. But what do you got?
Yeah, same thing. Phillips' decision. I mean, look at him in the picture. Got to go with him.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like, you know, what's going on?
He looks like maybe a 70s porn star with his glasses.
Like Jesus, or like he looks like Get Me to the Greek guy, you know, like whatever that movie was. All right, so this one we'll probably disagree, I'm assuming, because a lot of people don't like Brunson that much, and that's not blonde Brunson in the picture. You need blonde Brunson. So Brunson's won his last 5. Obviously, when he ran into Whitaker and he ran into Izzy, he like ran into punches. I feel like, especially against Whitaker, he like ran into punches, and that's what Whitaker did versus Asani the first time. Just ran into stuff. He's kind of fixed that. He's kind of gone back to wrestling and not trying to strike with these guys, because Brunson, before he faced Whitaker and Izzy, I think he thought he was a striker for a little bit. I was like, bro, you're not a striker. You know what I mean? So you're a wrestler. So wrestle. Right. Cannonier, I really enjoyed his fight versus Whitaker. He fought with that broken forearm. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought he was like, really tough in that fight. I mean, Whitaker really beat on him. He took a lot of damage that night. And that's the thing too. The damage he took, Cannonier versus Whitaker, is more than the damage Brunson took in both those fights, Whitaker and Izzy, because it wasn't sustained damage. He just got obliterated, which I think is less damaging for your career. I got Brunson grinding out Cannonier, but I like Cannonier a lot. I like him as a fighter. I think he's a good fighter, but I got Brunson.
Yeah, I got Cannonier. I think Cannonier can finish him in the first round and a half, but if it goes after like a round and a half, then I think Bronson comes and grinds it out with the wrestling and takes him down, and he gets frustrated.
Right.
It's like, if he gets to the ground, is he going to just accept it, and try to get up? And I have a feeling he'll be able to control him down there.
Yeah, he will, because Brunson can control most when he's down there.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and that's almost like, do you live bet that if it goes past like 4 minutes? Like, are you like, yo, I got to get in on Brunson at that point?
See, that's the tricky play. So basically the way DraftKings works it, say if things are going Cannonier's way in the first round, you're going to see that plus money on Bronson. And if he survives after the first round, you sprinkle some on him in a live pick.
Yeah, I would. I do think the 3 rounds favors Cannonier. If it was 5,
oh yeah,
definitely favors Brunson because of the tank, and Cannonier does lose his power after a round or so. Like, he'll still throw and he's tough as shit, but he definitely doesn't have that explosive power after the first. Which
and then he gets him down. He can steal around, taking him down right at the end of the second, and stuff like that, and then do the same thing as soon as they square off in the third. I could see that going down like that.
Yeah, and if Brunson gets some takedowns and can hold him down, he's gonna get stronger as well.
Right.
Like, it's gonna be the opposite. Like one life force is going down and one is going up, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. The key on the betting mid card when it's going on is just watch the breathing in the corner at the second round. Yeah.
All right, so we got our co-main event. So that's why it's blue. We got Derrick Lewis. Yo, we went through this quick, man. There you go. It's 20 minutes. So every fight under 20. People do this in an hour and a half. We are like, yeah. So we got Derrick Lewis. Speaking of somebody who can carry their power until later, Derrick Lewis has power at all times. A freak of nature with power. There's nobody I've ever seen like Derrick Lewis. Mark Hunt will carry power a long way too, but Derrick Lewis can knock you out at any moment of any time, at any place, anywhere. And Tuivasa has the power, but the problem I see in this fight is he's going to try to trade with Lewis. And Gane knew not to do that. Francis knew to not do that. Volkov knew to kind of move until the end, and then he didn't move and got knocked out in the 5th, right? So if I don't think Tuivasa has the tools to dance like Gane and Francis lost, but he did not put himself in danger versus Lewis. I don't think Tuivasa has that skill set. Greg Hardy rocked Tuivasa. If Greg Hardy can rock you, I think Derrick Lewis, will get you at some point. So could Tuivasa hurt Lewis? Yes. Go to the body, right? Lewis's body is always suspect, but if he decides to trade with him, which he has to because that's how he fights, eventually Lewis knocks you out. So I have Lewis by KO. I think at some point in the first 5 minutes, he's going to catch him, and then Lewis will do the shoey. Maybe if Tuivasa wakes up, he could do it as well.
Yeah, I got Lewis too. Hometown crowd. He's gonna make up for the last time. And I think Tua is a one-trick pony. He's gonna come at you. He's gonna try to wipe you out, and he's gonna get clipped.
Yeah, I mean, I even think Lewis's stand-up has improved since years ago. Like he's even slick, like what he did to
Tua doesn't have the
stuff.
Almost like the MMA in-ring aptitude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if Lewis gets clipped, he's going to hold him. He's going to press him on the cage to recover a little bit. I don't see Tua doing that.
Yeah, and we've seen Lewis hurt and turn around and do weird stuff in the ring. We did see Mark Hunt beat Lewis, make him kind of quit, but that was a long time ago. And I think Hunt had more tools than Tuivasa. So. Right. And more power as well. So again, I think if you want, I'm gonna be a fan of Tuivasa for trading with Lewis. Anybody that trades with him, I respect wholeheartedly because I've never seen anybody like Lewis with power that never goes away. Like Connor's power after 7 minutes goes away, and I'm talking one punch power, not like Dustin Poirier kind of power that comes in combos. Like Lewis is put you to sleep by a clipping cross at any moment of a fight. So anybody that trades with him, I respect. And I know Tuivasa will probably trade with him because he doesn't have the tools. If he tries to dance, Lewis will catch him too, I think. He's not gone,
Yeah, he's not smooth. He's rough.
Yeah. So, but he's a funny guy too. I like him. I like his personality, but I see him.
Is this a 3-rounder?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't matter though.
No. I would definitely go under the 2.5.
Yeah. So, we got the main event, Asani versus Whitaker. Now, this is Adesany's probably toughest matchup in the division. And Robert Whitaker's been working with the boxing coach, supposed to fix some stuff for him. I don't know if he can fix the disadvantage he has, a 6.5-inch reach advantage. The counter striking that is better. If Robert wants to counter strike, Izzy will pick him apart that way as well. So, Robert rushed in. I didn't like Robert's fight plan at all for the first fight. I was like, what is he doing? But the more I reflect on that, if he stands back, he can get picked apart the whole time. So eventually he's probably got to go. They say he's got to get him to the ground. I don't know if he could hold Izzy there as Vettori couldn't really hold him there. I want Whitaker to win. I want him to win. I like him better than Izzy. Izzy's kind of I know the Izzy fans are getting wild. I had them attacking me on Twitter this week, by the way, because I called him childish. I do childish things, but he's jerking off the dog. He does a lot of things. I'm just like, what's going on with this guy? And I had the anime crew after me, by the way. Grade A picks. I said something bad about anime, and they're
coming all week. Say that, man.
All week I got anime dudes coming at me.
Yep, behind you.
Yeah. So is this childish? Look at this drawing. Anyway, so Izzy's a pretty good favorite. I would maybe put a couple bucks on Whitaker, but that's a heart bet by me. That's not a mind bet. As you see what I have up here, I've had Asani by decision. I just think Robert probably doesn't rush him and just kind of gets picked apart, and that's it. Again, I want Whitaker. I just don't see how he does it. And that's what I got.
Yeah, I see Izzy picking Whitaker apart. I'm never a big fan of Whitaker. I don't know why. Just something about him. I don't know. He don't have the wow factor for me. He's going to dance around him, pick him apart, and I think eventually he clips him like later in the 4th round or 5th round if he's still there.
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to be more of the same of the first fight, I think, personally.
Well, the first fight he rushed in, and then that was that.
Yeah.
You know, he did lose to Stephen Thompson and Court McGee too, Whitaker. So those were smaller dudes. You know.
Yeah, he's just disappointing. Like, he's always there. They always give him the shot, and you know, he just loses.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they list him at 6 feet. I feel like he's more like 5'11", and like I think like at 185, 5'11", 6 foot's a little too short. Like, you know, Silva was 6'3", Weidman was even 6'1.5", 6'2". You know what I mean? Like I feel like he's not quite tall enough to deal with like a 6'4" kind of Izzy kind of guy build, you know?
And I feel like when things start to get tough, he just doesn't do anything. Like, I'm not going to say he doesn't have the heart, but it looks like something goes away.
Right. Well, so when he fought Cannonier, I was impressed because like he like handled him really well, and like, but again, he wasn't under the rest, and I feel like he has a bit of a head case. Like,
right.
I feel like his mind won't do what his body wants at some point, and then it all falls apart. I suppose he had stuff going on outside the ring they never really talk about, but
right.
You know, I feel like if his head's in it, it's going to be competitive. But again, if he's under duress, he could just hit panic and then Izzy put you out, right?
Right.
Like, right, and then he'll be humping you, right?
Yep.
So we agree on that. Again, that's my bet. I want Whitaker to win. I'm not Izzy's. I don't know. It's not my dude. But anyway, let's check out your parlays for the people, right? I might put these up on the internet for you on the Twitter. So you want to describe what you got here?
Yeah. So the first one, I like Wells, Philly guy. I think he's gonna do it. Ronnie Lawrence as well. Casey O'Neill. That's one of my favorite. You know, I'll probably do a couple more that has her probably knocking her out or even maybe a submission. Mix that and sprinkle that in there. And then I got Cannonier. Well, actually, this one was a little bit, you know, at negative 125. I think somebody's going to knock out somebody.
Well, Brunson can submit him too on the ground.
Yeah, he can submit him too. That's true.
Wait, but that doesn't count though. It's a KO, TKO.
Yeah.
You'll need something.
I think that one I'm going more with Jared clipping him early.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the other one, again, it's just like, I don't like the negative 380 and the 280, but I think they're like kind of like, I'm not going to say locks. I don't want to jinx anything, but I like O'Neill. I don't see O'Neill losing to Modafferi. I just don't. And it's her farewell tour. Modafferi going to ride off in that yellow bus. So I think O'Neill I think she gets finished personally. And
you already hit 2 things on that, right? Looks like
I already hit 2 picks on that.
All right.
That's a free $250 bet. I got $250.
Yeah. What do you win? What do you win for that? I think I cut that off, or will you cut that?
Yeah,
off?
$700.
All right. Well, that's cool, man. It's a free one for grade A picks. All right. Let's see what you got. One more here. This is a main event one almost, except for Schnell there, but
yeah, this one's so this is some of the dogs that I picked. So I have Nazaraz getting it done. We spoke about that one before. Again, threw in O'Neill in that one. Schnell, like I said, he talked a lot of smack Perez, so I think that smack doesn't go well for him, and Schnell kind of gets it done, especially at plus 310. I wouldn't put him in a lot of parlays, but just on one, I figured why not give him a chance.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. And then you got Cannonier over Brunson again, which I'm not going to agree with. But
yep, exactly. Yeah, so we'll see. You know, like I said, if he clips him, I think if he gets him early, then we have a win. But if it goes over a round and a half, I give it to Bronson.
All right, well, that sounds good, man. I got my dogs here going crazy again. So that's it. Hey, we're gonna I'm gonna get this back here to here, and we're gonna close the show here with the dogs. Hey, enjoy the fights. I'm gonna try to get Octagon Bets, one of my other guys, on. He's at the fights tonight. He's at the fights this weekend in Houston. He flew down. Flight got all delayed. We can talk about that when I get him on. We're gonna have him on and just have what the vibe of the fights are. Have you heard about Chris Lieben trying to fight off the ropes? Did we talk about this?
No, I haven't heard that.
So he had COVID real bad. He was in ICU. He was vented.
Wow.
We've been really like he's been fighting off the ropes. He's like coming back now, but he was in trouble, man. Yeah, he was in trouble. My man's fought a lot of demons his whole life, and COVID almost got him. But I think he's Undertaker in it. He's popping back up. He's ready to go. He's Tyson Fury Wilder. He's getting back up. So anyway, well, thanks for coming on, man. Appreciate your picks with my insight, and we'll see how it plays out on Saturday. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, me too. When's there going to be a card in Jersey next time?
I don't know.
Usually
it's in New York, right? It's in
or if they put it in the Prudential Center.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know. I went to the one in the Garden. This one, but this is
oh, nice.
The Diaz Masvidal, but I almost rather be on my couch at this stage. Picks, I can't, it's too much for me to be there.
If I ever went to one again, I want to hit Vegas when like a McGregor fight's in town.
Yeah, you trying to fight some Irish dudes in the streets?
I had a DNA test, and my whole life has been a lie.
You're not Italian?
Well, I'm Italian, but a lot of it's like almost half Irish.
What? And
I know. I was like,
your whole life.
Mind effed. No.
Wow. All right. Well, hey, thanks for coming on again. We'll see how our picks do. Maybe we'll end up doing a post show at some point, and seeing we can check our reflect on our picks and see how they did, because we do have a bunch of different on the main card. So
that's true. Yeah, we can see how we did.
All right, man. It's always great to see you.
A list.
Thanks for coming on.
All right. Thank you.
All right, see you, bud.
All right.